Pinch harmonics, I'm going to teach you how to do them. This video is going to be a complete guide on everything you might need to know about doing a pinch harmonic, what they are, how to do them, how to practice them by yourself, and just anything you might need to know. First, I'm going to explain what a natural harmonic is, and then I'm going to transfer that into pinch harmonics just so you might get a little bit better of an understanding on how a harmonic works in general. For a natural harmonic, there are specific frets all along the fretboard that do them really well, way better than others, and some of them just can't do it. A really popular example would be the 5th fret. So we're going to use the 5th fret as an example. If I'm going to pick the G string, just like I normally would, take my pick and pick the G string, and then with my left hand, my fretting hand, if I lightly hover my finger right on top of the string, it's going to make it this sound. So it's not enough to mute it. The way I'm holding my finger, not enough to mute it, but just enough to barely mute it. So that's what causes the string to vibrate differently and cause that high pitch sound. So how does that make sense with pinch harmonics? Pretty much pinch harmonics are the exact same technique, but instead of using this hand, instead of using your fretting hand to mute the string, you're gonna use your thumb. So you're gonna pick and mute with the same hand, which is your picking hand. So if you think about it like how I just explained how to do a harmonic, it's the same technique, but with one hand. So if I'm gonna do a pinch harmonic on the 3rd fret A string, what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna pick down like I normally would, and then pick through with my thumb. There's a lot of different really simple factors that go into a pinch harmonic, one of them being your pick and the way you hold it. I use smaller picks, so I use Oltex Jazz 3s. Everybody can do them with any size pick, it just depends on your technique of doing it. The way I'd recommend holding your pick is like this. So you see the tip of the pick right there? Make sure there's not a lot of space in between that and your thumb. That would make it easier for when you're picking down for your thumb to also hit the string. If you're holding it up here, it's going to be a lot harder to get your thumb to hit the string right after than it would be if you're holding it down here. Another really good tip is if you're going for pinch harmonics, always keep your pickup on the bridge pickup. It's way more high output, a lot easier to do it like that. You can get them with the neck pickup, but it's not going to ring out and it's not going to sound good at all, so definitely bridge pickup. Another good tip is put a lot of gain on your tone. You can get them with not a lot of gain on your tone. I don't use a ton of gain on any of my tones. I still get them pretty good. It's way more clean and they sound way better when you get them when you have a high gain tone, if that makes sense. So definitely try to put as much gain in your tone, but don't make it muddy when you're trying to do it. A really common misconception with pinch harmonics is you have to play a certain gauge strings to do them. You do not. I prefer to do them on smaller strings, which is what a lot of people don't like doing. I play 10s, 10 gauges on my Strats, and on my Explorer back here, my Les Paul, I play 10s through 52s. So both different sizes on the E string, and I can hit them perfectly fine on both size strings. It does not matter. It also doesn't matter what tuning you're in. I think that down-tuned strings are significantly easier to hit pinch harmonics. Some people think the other way. Just try out what works best for you and see how you can do it. Humbuckers also help a lot. You can definitely hit pinch harmonics on single coils. It is possible, and it is pretty easy to do. They're not going to sound as good as if you try to go for it with humbuckers, so try, if you're going to go for them, try to do it with humbuckers, but single coils do work as long as it's the bridge single coil and not the neck. So when I say pick through the string, what I mean is holding your pick like that, you're going to pick, and you're going to kind of go down through it like that. If you hold your pick up here, how a lot of people pick is they go up, so they kind of tend to go like that, or scoop up. What you're going to do with a pinch harmonic is you're going to go down. So you're going to hold your pick like that, and you're going to go down into the string. So your thumb touches right after the pick. So the main technique you really need to get down is being able to pick and then hit this part of your thumb right here, right after you pick it. Don't fully mute the string. So when you're picking, don't go like that and keep your thumb there. You want to pick, hit your thumb, barely touch the string, and pull off. So again, it's the exact same concept as if you were to hit a natural harmonic like this, where you lightly mute the string, which causes it to ring out like that. But in this case, you're doing it just with your thumb. Now this is the biggest thing with pinch harmonics for me. If you want to sound like your favorite players, Zakk Wylde, Dimebag Darrell, anything like that, you have to put vibrato on your pinch harmonics, and a lot of it. That's how you get it to squeal. Instead of going like this, that doesn't sound good. If you squeal it, so do a lot of vibrato, obviously it's going to sound like everyone you like listening to. So that is the biggest tip I can give you, is make sure you practice your vibrato on your pinch harmonics. That is the biggest tip. That is the biggest deal when it comes to pinch harmonics and getting them to sound good. You can get this with a lot of practice. The biggest thing to making them sound good is going to be your vibrato. Make sure everywhere you do a pinch harmonic is going to have a ton of vibrato on it. That's how you get it to sound good. So the thing I like about pinch harmonics is you can get them to sound different depending on where you pick, where on this side you pick. So specifically the best spot it's different in every guitar, but the best spot I've found on a Strat, it's easy to tell, or on this guitar at least it's easy to tell, because right where this line is, where the middle pickup was, right where that little cavity is where I pick on this guitar to get the best sounding pinch harmonic. You can see in that area. You can pick right over the bridge pickup, you can pick right over the neck pickup, but it'll all sound different. So it'll go like this. It's pretty cool. Remember, don't try to forcefully get a pinch harmonic. You don't have to be like Zakk Wylde and go like dig into it. You can lightly. You don't have to go. It's a little unnecessary, and especially if you're just learning pinch harmonics, there's no need to do that. Just go lightly and just try to focus on getting your thumb to hit right and for the note to ring out. I wish you guys good luck with learning this. I hope you guys like this video. I tried to go really in depth here because everyone always asks me to do this. So yeah guys, just good luck, and I hope you guys get it.